Rise and shine, it's fragrance time. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francesco and we are talking fragrances. So now today I would like to share my final thoughts and full review of this fragrance, Obsidian by Rayhaan. I already provided you with my first initial impressions some time ago, and I had time to spend with this fragrance, to give it a full wearing, to wear it even to the office, and I want to share my final thoughts about this fragrance. Let's not forget that this was a very recent release, and that being a Middle Eastern fragrance, for sure it will keep maturing, it will keep improving over time in terms of blend, scent quality, let's say, but also performance. In any case, guys, so as I said in my initial thoughts, this is definitely a 100% clone of Dior Homme Parfum, the new formulation from 2024/2025. There's always like a bit of fuzz about the release date. This is not the original Dior Homme Parfum from 2014 for sure. There is, of course, like the heavy signature of Kurjan that who made this fragrance. You can definitely pick up similarities with the Ultra Male, for example. In the dry down, there is something that I couldn't, of course, talk about in my initial impressions. This scent, this fragrance takes a bit of a distance from Ultra Male. Still, you can still pick up some similarities, of course, because the backbone, the identity is quite similar, but then it becomes its own thing. So in any case, it develops more in terms of the iris note that you would expect from a Dior Homme Parfum fragrance. So that is I was very happy to pick up finally some iris, but later on in the dry down, during the hours after you first spray it on. And so it stays very professional, very clean, very kind of fresh as a fragrance. It's definitely a damp rich kind of fragrance. So the original Dior Homme Parfum was definitely not a damp rich. This one, on the other hand, since the scent profile and the quality is definitely designer level, 100% designer, is no less, no more. This is actually something that you would wear on a daily basis without any issue. So the scent profile is still likable, it's still safe, it's still versatile. Performance-wise, it managed to reach the end of a working day. So it covered more or less the 8 hours of a working day. Of course, the projection was stronger and was fairly good for the first couple of hours, I would say. Then it settles a bit closer to the skin. But in any case, after the working day, when I was in the car going back home, I could still get some whiffs here and there. I could still smell it on myself, even if it was not like super strong. But in any case, it's not a monster in terms of performance compared to other Rayhaan fragrances at the moment, and this was one of the latest releases from the house. At the moment, it's a little bit less strong than, for example, Crimson or Aquatica, or I imagine Terra, Valhalla, and all the other releases, because Rayhaan is famous for very beastly performances. With Obsidian, at the moment, maybe it's also the scent profile itself, but it's not a monster, it's not a screamer, but in any case, it still gets the job done. The performance, I would say, average or slightly above average. It will definitely cover a working day. We will see in the next weeks and months, after some maturation, how much it will improve in terms of performance. In any case, my final thoughts and my final, let's say, score for this fragrance, I would say it's a 7 out of 10. So definitely don't expect a clone of the original Dior Homme Parfum. Expect a clone of the newer formulation, but with this, after we get rid of the elephant in the room, if you consider it for what it is, it's a nice fragrance. It's a nice fragrance that even will get you compliments, for sure, because this is a very likable scent profile, but it's not the original Dior Homme Parfum. And with this, we are clarifying and clearing all the doubts around this fragrance. Still, 30 euros, presentation is amazing. I showed you also the atomizer in the previous video, but here again, the atomizer is very good, and it's a nice fragrance, I have to say. But for now, yes, I would say a 7 out of 10, 7.2. Yes, it's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing niche quality, but for what it is in a designer level, it's a good, safe pickup. Let me know, guys, if you had the chance to test it. In the meantime, if you are a hater or at least neutral about the new formulation of the Eau d'Arôme Parfum, if you have the original one, if you are one of the lucky people who still have and managed to pick up a bottle before it got discontinued, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video with the next review. Whether it's initial thoughts or full review or comparisons, we will see. But here we talk fragrances. See you next time.